On first down, McFarland. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, McFarland. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Third and 2, Watson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On second and 11 now, Watson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Gurley again here on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. I'm coming for you. You mine. Shoot. Go. Go. Hey, Charlie. Pass it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three. Rock it. Go.
From the gun, Thomas. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Gurley.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first down, McFarland. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 76 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
What's up? 19, 24.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Two times. Hey. We got three. Three down.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Crunch time, defense.
Watch the eye. Check 43. No. Hard. Get it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Handoff, Coleman, right side.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, look at me. Go. Alert 3. Check. Hey, exit.
Here's Thomas looking to throw on second down. being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun, Thomas. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got him in. It's Brown. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. McFarland. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Come on, fellas.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, high 7.
On first down, Thomas. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. Bravo. Check. Crunch. Kill. Fair. Shoot.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
To throw is Thomas on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Thomas, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the screen.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
Check 4, check 4.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready, ready. 10 2
Second to the left. That's a Ravens 23-yard line.
Back. 36.
Tight go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, McFarland, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. I got him. Joker, 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 Joker. Shit, shit. Hey, 55. 9 of go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. 9 of go.
On third down, McFarland. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 31. 9 of go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Texans 14, Ravens 10.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. One.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Undercrush, 55. 9 of go.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. Throwing
on 3rd down, Watson. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. McFarland works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 59! 54! We don't want this. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Come on, D!
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Here we go. 8 reads.
It's our time. Check 26, check 26. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shift. Watch the shift. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 3, check 3.
Greystone travel.
SOS.
Leo. Go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
No. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On second down, it's Coleman. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mike 51. Watch the run. Switch.
Beat them.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Okay, ready?
Mike 51. Come off the ball.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Houston, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1.